Hello everyone, back tuning into today's second video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the next week to 10 days for today's second video, which will take us to around the 19th of June, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that. We extended GFS and ECM ensembles over to around a couple of weeks. Have a good CFSB2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks. That will take us into the early part of July. The Ensemble 30-day look ahead has been released, so that's looking at temperature and precipitation anomalies for the UK and for Europe too for the next 4 weeks. It ends on a bit of a cliffhanger where I'm debating whether to pull the plug on it. Due to the fact that the website that we use, the Hungarian Met Office, the week 3 for temperature and precipitation anomalies always seem to show sort of no signal, just don't really give a great deal of useful information, and so we have weeks 1 and 2, but that's sort of covered by the forecast that we're doing on Friday now, the European Outlook. For the week 10 day. However, I've got news about this. I'm going to bring you that at the very end of the video. Will be pulling a plug on the ECMWF 30-day look ahead or not? You'll find out at the end of the video. Before I do anything else, I've got to say a big thank you to our latest Gals Weather's YouTube channel member. So, hello, good afternoon, and thank you so much to latest channel member, City Andy. My good friend Andy. Thank you so much, Andy, for becoming a Gals Weather's YouTube channel member. That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for doing that. We've got several more channel members to shout outs in the next few videos. I want to give each member their own individual video to give them a mention, so I'm a little bit behind with it, but everybody who has become a channel member will get their mention in the next few days. The only day we won't do a shout out will be on a Sunday, because we're leaving that to people who sending pictures on the Sunday roundup, but actually this Sunday there won't be a Sunday roundup. But anyway, a big thank you to City Andy, so thank you so much, Andy, for becoming our latest Gals Weather's YouTube channel member. We are now up to 35 channel members, so I'm just totally amazed at the responses. I think we've been doing it for about a couple of months, yeah, just a big thank you to our channel members. So we had our first channel members live stream on Saturday, where some of our channel members checked in, and we had a bit of a chat for an hour or so. And of course, channel members also get exclusive access to the winter 2020-21 NEO forecast ahead of its global release across YouTube and across the internet and across all Gals Weather's platforms on Sunday, this coming Sunday. So everybody else isn't going to have too much longer to wait to see the NEO forecast winter 2020-21, and that's why there's no Gals Weather's Sunday roundup this week, but we will be live streaming on Sunday. So anyway, big thank you to all of our channel members, and special thank you to City Andy, our latest channel member. Thank you so much, Andy, for doing that. Just to say that you can support the channel by subscribing. So if you are not yet subbed to the Gals Weather YouTube channel, then please give us a sub. We picked around 13 subscribers overnight, so it seems like we're expanding quite quickly at the moment. I hope we get 7k subs by the beginning of the autumn, so by the end of the summer. I hope to be at 7,000 subscribers. We're currently at 6,713 actually. So it went around 13 last night. So yeah, it seems like we're expanding quite quickly. I hope you're enjoying the content. Give us a like on the videos as well. Let us know in the comments what you're thinking. Don't forget to check out galsweathers.com, the website as well, but it's all linked to the YouTube channel, and it's absolutely great and absolutely fantastic what you are doing for all of us. So big thank you to all of our supporters, wherever you are and however you watch Gals Weathers. Hello, and thank you so much to all of you. Okay, so let's start with what's happening in the tropics then. So, of course, we've had Tropical Storm Cristobal, and this is the current position of now Tropical Depression Cristobal, moving northwards through the central part of the United States of America. It'll be pushing up towards Illinois, the state of Illinois, and onto the Great Lakes by tomorrow. This is still a tropical depression, giving maximum sustained winds of 30 miles per hour. and it's moving quite quickly now northwards at 25 miles per hour. So if we can have a look at which maybe we can't see the cones and static images. In fact, now it's become a tropical depression, so I don't think we can. So yeah, it's pushing northwards anyway. So the latest forecast for it is to take it northwards up into Illinois and then further northwards into the Great Lakes, and then it'll head north into Canada, where it will go post-tropical and become an area of low pressure. Now, we also have a disturbance area in the middle of the tropical Atlantic just here, this yellow X. Let's see what the National Hurricane Center are saying about this one. So it's disturbance 1 with a 10% chance of cyclone formation in the next 48 hours. They're saying a non-tropical area of low pressure has formed over the central Atlantic Ocean, a few hundred miles east of Bermuda. Development of this system as a subtropical cyclone appears unlikely due to unfavourable environmental conditions, and below is expected to dissipate in the next few days. It has a 10% chance of cyclone formation in the next 48 hours and a 10% chance in the next 5 days. So it doesn't look as though this one is going to be doing a great deal. It doesn't look as though this one's going to do a great deal. Obviously, we'll have to keep a close eye on it, but at the moment, it doesn't look like that's going to be particularly significant. So Cristobal is going to become post-tropical very soon as it pushes northwards through North America, heading into Canada. And this disturbance area just here doesn't look like it's going to do a great deal for the time being. Right, coming back closer to home, let's see what's happening in terms of the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation Ensemble. Now, I just want to change this over, actually, because somebody's asked me to have a look at Liverpool today. So this is the latest in terms of GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for Liverpool. Excuse me. And the red line, of course, is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Liverpool. So we're starting off on the cooler than average side at the moment. We're going to see the temperature staying pretty cool for the next couple of days. Upper air temperature anyway. In the sunshine, it does feel perfectly pleasant because we're well into summer now. So when the sun's out, it doesn't feel too bad at all. But the upper air temperature actually be on the cooler than average side. Through the end of the week and into the weekend, temperatures really start to lift up. There they go, pushing up to and possibly a little bit above 10 Celsius at 850 kpa. So it's still going to bring in these warm easterly winds, these humid winds from the east. I'm going to go into the second half of the month. That's this period just here. We see the temperature sliding back, probably close to average, but there is not a scatter within there, actually. So, although the ensemble mean is going back close to average, I wouldn't necessarily take that too seriously, because I would suspect that if you went through all ensemble members, you would probably find about a 50-50 split between ensemble members that are quite warm and ensemble members that are quite cool. And so overall that keeps the average, the ensemble mean, close to average. So that probably doesn't mean all that much. We're probably got about a 50-50 split between ensemble members that are warmer than average, ensemble members that are cooler than average. We can say that it is going to be unsettled over the next few days, as we know, as the temperature lifts up. Temperature is going to warm up, but also we have these precipitation spikes. So we're going to expect some heavy showers, more persistent rain initially through Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There'll be outbreaks of persistent and heavy rain, especially affecting England and Wales. And then over the weekend, that will turn more showery. And of course, as the temperature lifts up over the weekend, we're going to find increasing risk of thunder then. So we'll find increasing risk of heavy showers and thunderstorms, I think, over the weekend. Into next week, we keep regular precipitation spikes going, really, for Liverpool. Although, very gradually, it does look as though late on there may be some sort of drier trend appearing. So that's how the precipitation spikes look in week 1. This is where they are in week 2. I think the precipitation spikes are less intense, less frequent in week 2 compared to week 1. But do bear in mind, that is quite a long way off. So it's unreliable. Temperature anomalies from the 9th to the 17th of June, around or above average, really, for most parts of the UK and for Ireland. So it is turning warmer as we bring in those warmer winds from the east. Notice Scandinavia looking very mild and warm. Precipitation anomalies from the 9th to the 17th of June, significantly drier than average Scandinavia. So for northern and western parts of Scotland, actually a bit drier than average there too, but for England and Wales, hints at being a little bit wetter than average. So wettest conditions, most of the settled conditions will actually be in the south. This is how the UK Met Office model is looking for Friday. We're including this in the videos now because it's a good model, but it only goes out to 144 hours. So for Friday, we've got low pressure slinking away to our south. That's moving down towards the Bay of Biscay. High pressure building to our north. We're bringing these easterly winds. They could be warm winds. These easterlies will be warm. We normally associate easterlies with cold weather, of course, in winter. Think about beasts from the east. This would be a beast from the east, actually, if it was in the winter. It probably would be. Look how far sort of north of these the isobars are going. So that if that was in like January or February or even December, that would be a real long fetch and bitterly cold northeasterly to easterly wind. That would be bringing a lot of snow. It's not. It's summer, so actually this is going to bring in warmth from the east. It's going to bring humid air and an increase in humidity and an increase in temperatures as well. It'll probably also bring in a lot of cloud with it as well, though. The best of sunshine will be in the north, always cloudier and more showery conditions in the south. We go through to Saturday. Low pressure is then sort of off the north coast of France. That will be throwing up either bands of rain or maybe thunderstorms. Well, somebody's asked me if there'll be storm watch this week. It's definitely a possibility. Probably not before Thursday, though. It's a very complicated pattern, so I want this to start coming into the high-res models and be able to see some high-resolution output on this. But it is a distinct possibility, but sometime late in the week we will do storm watch. So that's Saturday, low pressure off the north coast of France, throwing up either bands of rain, possibly thunder. The wind is coming from the east and southeast, so it will be warm and humid. And we keep these showery and warm and potentially quite volatile conditions going into Sunday as well. By Monday, which is as far as we can go with the UK Met, takes us to the 15th of June. The high pressure is just beginning to push in. Look at that, it's just beginning to push in from the east, beginning to move that low pressure away from us. So that should be turning us drier, and it's still very warm. We're still bringing very warm air from the east, so that could well lift temperatures kind of to maybe even upper 20s Celsius if there was enough sunshine with that, I think. And we're losing the thundery shower and storm risk. That's being pushed away into the Atlantic. Right, this is how the GFS is looking. So, again, low pressure is to our south on Friday, high pressure to the north. We're bringing in these easterly winds, and they will be bringing increasing warmth and humidity with them as well. Over the weekend, we keep low pressure down to the southwest, high pressure to the northeast. The flow is slack and from a sort of southeasterly direction. So, again, it's going to be warm, it's going to be humid, and there could be thundery outbreaks around over the weekend. Early next week, same idea as the UK Met, really. This low pressure gets pushed further away from us into the Atlantic. High pressure starts to take over from the east, so this should turn us mainly dry and with risk of heavy showers, maybe thunderstorms, but probably fewer early next week. I think the emphasis early next week, if this is right, probably does shift towards drier weather and more in way of warm sunshine, and that carries on into the middle and second half of next week. Again, pressure is always a little bit weaker to the south, always a bit higher to the north, but the broad setup continues with winds coming in from the east. It should be quite warm, probably quite humid. Greatest risk of downpours and showers is in the south. In the more extended range with this GFS run, we start to get a little bit of ridge going, so that should dry us out and keep us quite warm for a while. But then low pressure again dropping in from the north. Look at that. We drop another low pressure in from the north, right up the very extended range of the GFS, taking us towards the last week of the month. I wouldn't take that too seriously. It's a very long way out. And then the GM, again, we're bringing the most east and northeast winds on Friday. High pressure to the north, low pressure to the south. Winds in from the east. It's going to be warm, it's going to be humid, and there will be showery outbreaks of rain as well. Into weekend, this low pressure gets closer to us from the south. Now, this could bring more general rain. So this one I want to hold off on storm watch, because this sort of idea may bring just general outbreaks of thundery rain on Saturday to England and Wales as opposed to thunderstorms. And then the low pressure sort of pulls out towards Ireland on Sunday, so that perhaps has a greater chance of thunderstorms breaking out. But it's a very, very complicated pattern, this, and so I want this to come into the high resolution time frame of the models before I start thinking about doing storm watches. Early next week, the low pressure begins to slip away to the south, so it's heading out towards northern parts of Spain then. High pressure taking over from Scandinavia. We should be losing the intensity of the showers and probably bringing an increased amount of sunshine in from the east. Could well be very warm. Moving up towards day 10, that's how we're looking. So again, it's similar idea to what the other models are showing. I think the intensity of the showers begins to ease off. It probably turns pretty dry, or drier anyway, next week. And should still be very warm, really, as the wind is still generally coming in from that easterly direction. ECM looks like that. So once again, low pressure is moving down towards Spain on Friday. High pressure building north of Scotland, in come those easterly winds. Then the low pressure pushing back northwards again on Saturday. That may bring thunderstorms. It might bring more general outbreaks of thundery rain. Will be warm and humid. The orientation of the low pressure to southwest and high pressure to the northwest is bringing the air in from an east to southeasterly direction. So definitely warmth and humidity increases. Those unsettled conditions continue into the weekend, and then early next week we start to try and move low pressure in from off the Atlantic. We've got quite a bit of high pressure sitting to our south and east. What happens with this ECM run is that we just finish up a little bit in between, neither really with high pressure or with low pressure. But over time, as we get towards day 10, it does look as though there is an increasing influence from high pressure. So again, I think it's the same idea for next week. The intensity of the showers should ease up. There probably will still be showers around. Some of them could be thundery, but I think they become less widespread, they become probably less intense, and the emphasis probably shifting next week to something rather drier and warmer. Maybe even, you would say, rather hot. I'm not sure how high the temperatures will go next week, but the upper air temperatures do look quite warm there. So certainly I would say the emphasis next week is shifting towards drier and warm weather. It may go warmer than that. We should have to wait and see. Let's have a look at the precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from TibetShow.com. So plenty of dry weather around at the moment, but we're going to bring low pressure in from the north tomorrow. That will bring showery outbreaks of rain across the country. Some quite heavy bursts of rain in there, you'll see, through the course of tomorrow afternoon, particularly focus on England and Wales, and quite a bit of rain around on Thursday as well. That's Thursday, with, again, England and Wales a focus for the rain. Then we go through to Friday and heading into the weekend, and we bring the low pressure up from the south then. So heavy rain pushes northwards, probably followed by potentially thundery showers, particularly across parts of Wales, southwest England for Saturday. That's Sunday, so thundery showers further north perhaps on Sunday, maybe a little bit drier down in the south. Could be very warm in the south on Sunday. And then more rain coming and going through the early part of next week, most of it showery. Suggestion there, perhaps a little bit of thunder on the 17th of June. And then moving up towards day 10, we gradually start to dry things out as we get towards the second half of next week. So through next week, the showers continue for a while, possibly thundery, but the trend is gradually towards drier conditions. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10 from the Icelandic Met Office. This gets us to the 19th of June, of course. Have 21 members of the ECM ensembles with high pressure to our northeast. We're bringing like an easterly flow with that by day 10. So low pressures to the west and to the southwest. Looks like high pressures taking over to the east and probably turning us quite dry and pretty warm. 21 members of the ECM ensembles again. High pressure to the north. Low pressure rather deeper to the west, but gradually being receded, gradually pulling back into the Atlantic. This does include the operational and the control run as well, by the way. So that's probably going mainly dry as well and quite warm. And then 9 sort of has a ridge over top of the country. So by day 10, it does look as though the ECM ensembles, as they have been for a little while now, are shifting towards something rather drier and potentially rather warmer as well. As we get through to 2 weeks out, and this is taking us to the 24th of June, we have 51 out of 51 members of the ECM ensembles, all of them that seemingly have high pressure in control. They've got a ridge sitting just to our northeast and probably bringing like an easterly wind or a southeasterly wind. There is another high pressure out here, a long way out into the northwestern part of the Atlantic, and so in between, just here, there's like a pale yellow, there will be a danger of getting a bit of a trough of low pressure, or having a bit of a trough of low pressure. But as it is, it does look as though the ECM ensembles are shifting more and more strongly towards higher pressure into the second half of June to me, which is what we're waiting to see for Gazwa's summer forecast. So we shall see about where that's going. But that's been a trend with the ECM ensembles for a little while now, I think. And then they've got CFSV2, so these are 500 millibar heights broken down into weekly periods. The first weekly period takes us from the 9th to the 15th of June. The coming week has high pressure to the northeast and also to the west-northwest with low pressure to the south. We bring in the winds from the east. It could be warm, could be quite volatile with those easterly winds as well. Week 2 is the 16th to 22nd of June. Again, the high pressure is to the northeast. The low pressure is to the south. Winds are probably in from an east to southeasterly direction with that. Again, could be rather volatile, particularly for southern and southwestern parts of the country in particular. Driest conditions in the north. All areas probably remain quite warm with that. Week 3 is the 23rd to 29th of June, and then the high pressure begins to look like it's starting to win the battle. Because this is an atmospheric battle that's going on here between this low pressure to west-southwest and the high pressure to the east-northeast. They're actually fighting it out to see which of them can get ascendancy, which one can be in control. And at this point, it looks like the high pressure is probably winning the battle and forcing this low pressure south in towards the Med. So that's probably a drier week, and I would have thought probably quite warm as well. Then we go through to week 4, and it's going to be the 30th of June to the 6th of July. And again, rather strange looking pattern. Looks like I've got northern blocking appearing up towards Greenland. And otherwise, not much else to go on. But of course, if we've got high pressure up here, the danger will be that we get low pressure coming in through here. There's no particular evidence of that, but that's always a danger. Get northern blocking in the summer. So by week 4, it's very inconclusive. But for the next couple of weeks, it looks like we keep this duel going between high pressure to the northeast, low pressure to the south, southwest, warm, humid, and potentially quite volatile, so particularly for England and Wales, quite wet. By week 3, probably drier and potentially very warm. Where it goes after that into start of July remains to be seen. Now, as I said at the start of the video, we did leave the EC 30-day look ahead for the UK and for Europe too on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Because I've been getting a bit fed up with the charts that we've been using from the Hungarian Met Office, which always have pretty good signals for weeks 1 and 2 for temperature and precipitation, but never really have very good signals for weeks 3 and 4. And I found it starting to get a bit repetitive, week after week, just saying the same thing, that we have a signal for weeks 1 and 2. But of course, weeks 1 and 2 are kind of already covered by the weekend forecast that we're doing for Europe now. So if we want to do something different, we need to see what's going on for weeks 3 and 4 and be able to extend it out. But with the charts we've been looking at from the Hungarian Met Office, we've not really been able to extend it out into weeks 3 and 4, because weeks 3 and 4 always seem to show no signal. They just don't give us very much to go on. So I said at the end of today's video, is it time to pull the plug on the EC 30-day look ahead? It's sparked a bit of a debate, I've noticed, on Twitter and elsewhere on YouTube and that. But my good friend Sani has pointed this out. Now, we're at the Copernicus website here, so you know that when we look at the EC long range and like Meteo France and DWD and that, we use the copernicus.eu website. I wasn't aware that at Copernicus they are also showing temperature and rainfall anomalies for the UK and for Europe for the next 6 weeks and even beyond. So Sally posted this in the comments to YouTube, and I've had a look at it. It does look really quite encouraging. So that's for week 1, temperature and rainfall anomaly for the UK and for Europe too. That's week 2, all looking very similar to what we saw from the Hungarian Met Office, but then you'll know that from the Hungarian Met Office, the signals weaken for weeks 3 and 4. But look at this is weeks 3 and 4 just here. Much stronger signals, much more to go on, much more to discuss. And this does actually extend out in beyond that to weeks 5, and can you believe it, to week 6 as well, which actually goes into the middle part of July. Now, I wasn't aware that this was on the Copernicus website, so it looks like it's been on the Copernicus website for quite some time as well. It looks like they've been saying that from April 2014, it's been on the Copernicus website. But it certainly is going to give us a new lease of life. So the upshot is the EC 30-day look ahead is going to remain. We're going to keep it, but we're going to move from the Hungarian Met Office to Copernicus. And we're going to have a look at these charts, and I think it'll be absolutely great. And that should give things a new lease of life. So a big thank you to Sane for pointing these out. I probably was aware of it at some point or other in the dim and distant past. I've probably got the link somewhere, but you know, the old grey matter is beginning to get a bit old now. So I probably just forgot about it. I'm sure somebody must have pointed out to me at some point. But as far as I was aware, it was only like the Hungarian Met Office that was showing these charts. But anyway, yes, we've got these charts. Still can't show you mean sea level pressure or 500 millibar height anomalies. Unfortunately, they haven't included them at the Copernicus website. I assume if they ever do start showing mean sea level pressure or 500 millibar heights from the EC 6-weekly forecast, they will do it first at the Copernicus website. But anyway, we've got something to go on here. So from next Tuesday, we're gonna still be doing the E70F 38 look, but we're gonna shift over to the Copernicus website, and we'll use their temperature and precipitation anomalies, which do look much more encouraging and give us much more to talk about for weeks 3 and the weeks 4. Whether we go on to weeks 5 and 6 remains to be seen. I might hold them back for live streams or something. We shall see, but we've got plenty to go at here. So thank you so much, Sani, for pointing this out. And yeah, so that's going to be absolutely great, and that'll be from next Tuesday onwards. Right, that's it for your videos for today. Hope you enjoyed them. Please give us a like on the videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let us know in the comments what you think. Check out gavswebbiz.com and all of that good stuff. And we'll see you tomorrow. We've got a 5-day forecast, another week 10 video update, and also tomorrow we shall be live streaming from 6 o'clock in the evening. But that's all for now, and thanks for watching.